Alrighty everybody, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. I'm out here on Hirschfelden today because I wanted to talk about today's stream from Expansive Worlds. I've saved a few clips from the VOD that I wanted to discuss with you guys. The specific clips that I ended up saving had to do with the new reserve and talking about the great ones and just some little tidbits here and there that I thought were very interesting and I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to show you a couple of these clips and then we'll get to discussing.
You know there's some exciting times coming. We're not quite there yet. Obviously we're going somewhere we haven't been. I can tell you that much. It's loaded. It's loaded. You know, we like to, of course, we're talking about an upcoming DLC, but with those DLCs, we always like to add something that, you know, we don't want to put things behind a paywall, right? It's a new reserve. That's all I can tell you. And yes, there are new species, a number of new species, which is very, very cool and very, very exciting. I will confirm it is not North America. I will confirm it's not North America.
So, we've confirmed that we are not getting a North American map. We are getting a map somewhere that we have never been before. And we are, it seems, pretty likely getting a great one with this DLC drop. And by the way that he hinted at keeping stuff still base game and that they want to continue to do that, I think we're still going to get another base game great one. My current theory, I don't think we're going to get the fallow deer. I think we're going to get the wild boar, because when they did the black bear great one, they discussed how some of the other options were going to be coyote, wild boar, like non-antlered species great ones. And this is coming from the dev diary that they released about the great one black bear, if you wanted to go and look that up. So I honestly think that we might be getting an Australia map, but I don't think we're going to get Classics Bushrangers Run necessarily. I think we might be leaning more towards Pickabeen Bay, where we can kind of expect to see some sambar deer, some rusa deer. There's still probably going to be some wild boar, water buffalo are going to be there. We could have some fallow, some red deer. We might end up with magpie geese for the first time, but that's what I really think that we might be getting, as he did mention in another clip that I'll show you here shortly about Australia, and I do think we might be getting that map.
Wonder if Australia would have a Tasmanian tiger focused mission line, kind of like Tiaora had the boost. God, that would be pretty cool though, man. I want to go down under. I ain't to watch a great one, wild boar. Okay, now there's 3 wild boar suggestions that are that, you know, that's something that would make it onto a lot of reserves too. Really, let's face it, we have a lot of boar out there. That's something I'd like to consider too, right? Like, you know, you guys have thrown out some great suggestions. I think leading the pack, I saw a lot of elk, I saw a lot of fallow. The boar is actually, there's quite a few for boar too.
So by the way that he talked about Australia and, you know, wanting to go down under, I imagine we're getting an Australia map, but I don't think we're going to be getting that Australian outback Bushrangers Run feel of a map. I do think we might be ending up with more of a Pickabeen Bay style Australia map. But I'm out here, I'm taking some wild boar, and I wanted to talk about what I think they could look like as a great one. So let's pick up this female and let's talk about this. Because I can imagine the boar being easily like 20% the size of the body type now. They max out 240 kilograms. That could probably get up to 260, 280. These are very, you know, big animals in the wild. I can see them doing something really, really cool, really crazy with the tusks, maybe giving your wild boar more of a warthog tusk. You know, they could do some really, really cool, like, fur type patterns. They could have, like, an all black. They could do some speckled variations that aren't, you know, like the normal variations that we see with the black gold. I'm gonna run over and we'll pick up the male, who's, you know, the same level as this female, but he should be a little bit bigger just for being a male. Alrighty, we're closing in on this guy, and with a few more up the hill, it seems. I mean, just imagine one of these things, 10 fabled, just aggressive and running right at you, you know, shaking their head and just tusks absolutely probably decimating the character. As we definitely take some damage from aggressive animals. I think it would be a really cool great one to see, especially for a base game animal, because I don't really think fallow deer would be that fun of a great one because they're so easy to hunt now, and I don't think EW would want to change any more home ranges or time slots or anything like that. So I think that if they did a fallow deer great one, it would be just a little too easy. And another thing that they had talked about in a stream prior to, which I don't have the clip for unfortunately, is they will no longer be doing in-game clues. And I don't know if you recognize where I'm at, but I'm pretty close to the shack where they actually had the in-game clue for Mississippi. And this was like a little poster for like wetland or riverland hunting that they had in the shack here. But unfortunately, they won't be doing in-game clues anymore. It'll just be through posts and through teasers in the stream, which I can understand. That takes a lot of time and a lot of coding and a lot of effort, and that's, you know, not something that I would want them, you know, kind of wasting their time on, when instead they could be working on the future content itself instead of clues for the future content itself. So I can absolutely respect the fact that they're not doing that anymore. So I'm going to show you these last few clips that I pulled from the stream, and then we'll continue the conversation.
I mean, it is no secret. We have been trying to take the most popular requests for great ones, right? We've been trying to take the most popular and to not have them stuck behind a paywall. We have tried to do that. That will not always be the case, though. And I rue the day that someone goes, but it's behind a paywall, because we are trying to keep everything out of paywalls. Like the game has really come a long way, and we need to keep adding to it in order to keep improving it, in order to keep the team on it. And we would love to see, some great ones. Like I'd love to see a lion great one, but it's only on Africa, right? And you kind of got to own the map. It's the next great one base game. Oh, is it a base game animal? I don't know. I do know, because I'm a terrible liar. I don't think we've had anything quite like what is coming. I'm not gonna hype it up. I'm gonna wait until you all get to see what it is I'm talking about or referring to. You're not gonna want to miss any of what's coming up soon. I truly believe, in my personal opinion, that we haven't done anything like this one yet.
So keep your eyes and ears out for the Expansive World streams. And I think that pretty much kind of wraps everything up. We're looking for what I'd imagine to be another base game great one. We're looking for a new map in an area that we've never been to before. And we're getting some new species, and it was confirmed to not be North America, so I'm gonna stick with my guns and say that we're gonna get Australia, but it's gonna lean towards Pickabeen Bay. But if you enjoyed your time with this little review video of the EW stream, make sure you like the video, leave me a comment, tell me what maps you think we're gonna get and why. I want to hear your theories. I love being, educated and proven wrong on some stuff. I want to hear it. Tell me. But without further ado, I will end this video here. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you all very much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.